Here we are. It is now the week of the 25th. It's the last week of February.
Is it today? Is the 25th?
No, today's the 24th.
Okay.
The week of the 24th.
The week of the 24th.
Right.
For those of us who are slow to rise.
Right. This episode will air pretty much the entire week.
It will.
Yeah. That's how things work nowadays.
And you are?
Hollywood J. Williams.
Who cares who you are?
Hollywood J. Williams. The biggest icon in North Haven.
Buddy, this ain't North Haven.
I know.
You're where
And-
you're where the big boys play now.
And now East Haven, too. You can't get enough of a good thing.
That's it. You know what?
This
is the most Dan has said in the last two shows, what he just said in the last 30 seconds.
Dangerous Dan over here. To my left. And once again, the professor. Are you guys a tag team now?
We are. We are called the professionals.
That's right.
Compared to I just got out of bed and found the shirt on the floor and threw it on.
This shirt costs more than your house.
That's it.
Yeah, but
it's not saying much about your
what
shirt.
the hell's that odor you got on?
So what do we have?
What do we have this week? Last week we braved the elements along with over 350 other people to go to Ludlow, Massachusetts. It was fine getting up there, but getting back,
it was a chore.
It was a chore. I didn't make it back to my palatial estate till after 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I was back slightly after you, and you guys stopped off. Did you guys stop off?
We didn't stop off anywhere.
Yeah. Well, it was a listen for all the time that it took us to get back to our dwellings. It was a nice show, man. That was an amazing show, and I'm sure we got a lot of good stuff coming from there.
It was an amazing show. We got amazing footage coming up. We got an amazing phone call guest pretty soon. We get starting the footage momentarily. Going to show clips of people that haven't been shown on the squared circle before, really per se.
We're going to have some new faces.
Some new faces,
and then we're going to have some old faces, oldies but goodies,
right.
People that have been in this area that we've seen from, PAPW, some other organizations. So it's just, it was, I'll tell you what, debut night for Battlefront Pro Wrestling. I was amazed. I had a different perspective than probably you guys did because you were out on the floor and we were working from the back room. Since I did work that show, I refereed that night. When they said they had 200 chairs out there, and we looked around and someone said we need more chairs, and they said they put out another 100 chairs, and there was standing room only. I mean, people were against the back wall.
That tells you something. And given the weather, too.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if that storm did not take place?
Yes.
How filled and packed that Elks Lodge would have been?
I'm telling you, that was a capacity crowd. So hats off to Battlefront Pro Wrestling, their debut. They were a great bunch of people, very inviting. I felt right at home. I told the promoter that just a great job, and overall just really good. So we got some great footage. I know you guys had a great time. The crowd was absolutely out of control.
And that was just the ones that wanted my autograph and yours?
Yeah, well, at least mine. I don't know. I can't speak for yours. So, but yeah, I think they thought you might have been Hollywood J, so I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't look that bad.
But yeah,
you look that good.
It was a great show. We got some great footage.
Yeah, we might as well just.
I go right to the footage, Jay.
Let's just do it. And here we go.
We'll start off with King Leon.
King Leon versus Fox Vineyard. We've seen
Fox. We've seen Fox a few times.
Right.
Great competitor. And King Leon, he's got a nice robe.
Right.
He's kind of annoying. Now, this is apparently this gentleman in the red shirt whose name eludes me.
Squire.
Yes, he was a squire. Who's that good-looking referee in the corner?
Kind of looks just like you.
It is. It is me.
Then we
Now
have
he's being heckled by a group of gentlemen who were very boisterous in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you what, it was all good, clean fun. At the end of the show, people coming up and thanking us. It was just really was a really good experience.
King Leon. Is somebody an example of somebody we haven't seen ever.
Exactly.
Right. Who I'm sure we'll be getting to know.
now, who is this flashback to the 80s mullet ring announcer?
He would be the commentator.
The commentator. That young lady standing next to Bill, that was the ring announcer.
That was a ring announcer, and tremendous professional job. One piece we did not catch was at the very beginning. It was when she did a roll of all the sponsors and everything, and just some of the overall, I guess you would say, some of the things that people don't really get to see. She did a tremendous job.
She did a tremendous job.
Overall, tremendous job for the entire program.
And not a knock on Matthew James, but I think everybody can agree she's much better looking.
Yeah, Matthew James can make eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich exciting.
Oh, of course.
He is tremendous. But we digress. We got
digress.
Fox Vineyard coming in here, going through the crowd. He's got the lighted jacket, which I always find pretty amazing.
No.
This thing, Hollywood, if you got that haircut, they go ahead and charge you half price.
I don't go to a haircutting place. I go to a stylist. And here we go.
There we go, check-in. We got Mr. Vineyard.
What's it like working with people you've never worked with before?
You know what? It's actually quite exciting. You know generally what to expect from the ring, just based on the moves and what you've seen. Because we do, you do go back as a referee and take a look at what people have done in other promotions and just see what they're doing, because you have to know their moves. So I was excited because I'd seen Fox Vineyard before and done some work with him. And King Leon was my first time, but I had seen some of his footage and was excited about the match. Using some derogatory comments there, calling him, they called him Burger King, Burger Queen, and then I think they called him Happy Meal or something. But the crowd was hot, I'll tell you.
Right. Very much into it. When you have a crowd that's very much into it, that's good.
Not endearing himself to the crowd, King Leon, asking them to beg, and then he's making us kneel, and then Fox Vineyard does a nice thing here. Almost got a quick count there by Fox Vineyard.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his arms in the ropes here. Fox is he's a bigger guy, but he's deceptively quick.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot of good moves. He's got a ton of energy. He's almost like you have to look at the way he kind of brings his energy. He's almost like an Ultimate Warrior kind of influence.
He was probably very much influenced heavily by the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, but a great competitor.
Mm-hmm.
Here he's a little down right now. King Leon taking some exceptions, pulling the beard, taking a shot to the face. Now, see, this is something that we can't always see, and this is good for me to watch, because you see his squire taking some liberties, I guess is the word we want to use.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, getting back to the corner, King Leon, Fox coming out. Fox with a quick move there. Another quick move. Up and over.
Right. He's got the king right in the corner.
Yep. Into, I think he was trying to get him into some kind of Northern Light suplex, but couldn't do it. But then the big move there. Big move. Big move. You know, but King Leon, you know, got right back up into this here, which really surprised me because you're thinking that he's down, but it comes right back up. But you can see both men fairly exhausted at this point.
Both down.
Rather loud count, I've been told.
Well, it's a good loud count. That way the crowd can understand what's going on. Sometimes you get referees in there that you can barely hear what the heck they're saying.
Certainly not the case with me.
But you do a very good job in there, Bill.
Thank you. Now they're exchanging. You know, got some punches being exchanged. Nice block by Fox. There's a slap to the face. You know, and sometimes that does a little bit more than a punch. That kind of wakes you up sometimes. Nice headbutt by Fox. Getting to the clothesline. Again, another clothesline. Taking the man down. At this point, you're kind of thinking, how are these guys going to continue the battle? Because they're both bigger guys. Fox with a nice drop down there. And into a power slam, rolled over. I honestly thought he was going to go for the pin there. But he clearly had a little bit more in the tank. And wanted to execute something. Goes for the pin here. Again, the Squire trying to get involved in the match here. Mm-hmm. So, you know, you guys could talk too.
I'm watching this for the first time.
You know, you were at the show, right?
I'm the guy holding the camera.
Okay,
All
so
right,
buddy,
just
that
making
would be 1 plus 1 is 2. This would be the second time you've seen it.
And we go into, I think we're going to get a Samoan drop here. Nice move.
For those viewing this at home, you got to forgive Jay. He's a little slow on his arithmetic skills.
Don't listen to Dangerous Dan. He's just jealous of me.
We got our next match
All right,
here.
this isn't a match, but you know that this company here has an array of people that we haven't seen before.
But who is this?
In addition,
who is this young lady?
This is the makeup queen, Miss Rosalie.
And make sure you. Who is she again?
The makeup queen.
Tequila Rose.
Tequila Rose, formerly, I think she's going by Miss Rosalie now.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I'll tell you what.
Something I knew and you didn't?
That's it.
And here's Mullet Man.
Tonight is your Battlefront Pro Wrestling debut, correct? Now, is there anything you'd like to say to the fans, to the locker room, to people maybe watching at home?
Yeah, that wasn't really. She wasn't going to get any fan favorite there, calling everybody country bumpkin.
I don't think she was trying to.
No, probably not.
Now, what you're saying is that there is a lack of competitive talent in the women's division here at Battlefront, correct?
Absolutely. There's no woman that has the courage to face me, and guess what? I dominated every match around the world, and I'm going to continue to dominate.
Well, perhaps there will be someone. Now, this is the beginning of Battlefront Pro Wrestling, as you know. Maybe someone out there, some brave woman, would like to pay you a visit.
What do we have here?
Somebody.
It looks like we have a visitor tonight. Good evening, young lady. Would you like to introduce yourselves to the fans, to the locker room, and to the makeup queen herself?
Camilla.
Camilla.
Now, I was at the side of the ring, and you could kind of cut the tension there.
Camilla.
Now, Camilla, is there anything that you'd like to say to the fans, to the locker room, or to the makeup queen? There is competition. Perhaps there is competition after all. Rosalie, what do you have to say?
Honey, look at you and then look at me. Trust me when I say there is no competition. I don't know, maybe you should go back to preschool and learn how to train yourself.
Yeah, the little bit of bounciness in the camera. I was standing next to you, Jay, and when you saw these young ladies, you strangely began to gyrate. I don't know
Hey.
what that was all
Hey,
about.
now.
This is a PG show. Keep it over there, Zippy.
A former admirer.
I'm very interested to see how this match will go over.
That's very touching, sweetheart.
Because after seeing that,
That was a slapper
yeah,
around Ludlow.
yeah, that was the slap heard around Ludlow. That was good.
But let me tell you something, sweetheart.
Wow.
You're the number one bitch of Battlefront Wrestling. And let me tell you, if I tell you one more time, there's gonna be something better than just a smack in the face. Do you understand?
And this is where things got a little ugly.
Well, I think Rosalie here is just trying to make an improvement to her face. So
Rosalie,
give her some makeup tips.
You know? I don't know what she wrote on that head, but it wasn't really nice. I think we got a women's match for
I think so.
their next show, Breakout.
Well, Rosalie here is an accomplished veteran now, I think.
Yeah.
On the independent scene. A few years running now.
Yeah. So I get a nice crowd shot of the show. You could see the people standing in the background there.
Do you have anything to say to the fans?
Hey now. Moving right along. I'm skipping around on
Yep.
the footage. This isn't the order of what
You think?
Right.
What's wrong? You got all hot and bothered after that last match?
Hey, it's a family show.
But
It's PG. PG is the squared circle. And
moved around a bit.
this, I didn't referee this match, and these are some people we have not seen before.
Right.
And
PJ Whip Gonzalez.
yes,
Now, when these people came out, I have to admit they reminded me of the Oddities.
Dan, you took the words right out of my mouth.
The Oddities, or there was a Carnival gimmick in Impact Wrestling too for a little bit of time.
Yeah, there was.
Mm-hmm.
Very brief.
Right.
But I don't know, that whip in the ring, I'm not sure I'd want to be in there with that thing popping.
Mhm. And a gentleman named the Herbster.
The Herbster.
The Herbster. Oh, all the names you could think of to call yourself. The Herbster.
Hey, you could wrestle. You could call yourself whatever you want.
That's true.
You could call yourself Paper Cut if you want, as long as you can wrestle. A lot of energy from the Herbster here.
I'll say.
Yeah, so definitely going to be one of the interesting match. Now, I did not get to see this full match because I was in the back.
Well, guess what?
A little bit of Pearl Harbor there. We're ringing the bell.
Mm-hmm. PJ Gonzalez going right after his opponent immediately, not wasting any time. So, leads me to believe that the Carnival gimmick, don't underestimate it.
Just because they look friendly. Oh, what a kick to the back of the head. Going down for the pin. Got a 2 count there.
Well, Hollywood looks friendly, but then does some suspicious things from time to time.
Yeah, we've heard. I heard there's some
Alleged.
things going on. Got the Herbster into the ropes here. Sunset flip. Going out for the kick. It looks like a kick out. Then it needed a foot to the head. I can't really tell there. I couldn't see the full thing. Dropping an elbow to the back. Always effective on the kidneys. Going down for a pin. 2 count.
2 count. Who is this referee?
I believe, if memory serves, I'm saying Miguel, but I could be incorrect.
Okay.
So I apologize to him. It was a crazy night. And although we were all together, we were not able to communicate as a group all that much. Belly to belly. Nice move. Going down for the count again.
2. Kick out. There you go. Herbster does not want
The
to be
whip
put down.
looking for a quicker count there.
Mm-hmm.
Herbster trying to get pumped up again a little bit. You know, I like the reference, Dan, the oddities. You know, because I think you're pretty much on there with that. You know, and who knows? They may have some other people in their little group there. So, but the oddities was a very good reference. That shows that Dan knows his stuff. Quick pin here. Kick out. Herbster taking a little bit of pain to the back there from some of those duck. Oh, nice kick.
Jay, I hear at home in your private collection you have a pair of tights just like that with pink and blue.
I thought those were yours, Dan.
That's what I think.
That's what I think. We're going up to the top turnbuckle here. Go. And nobody home. You know? So,
Well, that's kind of like what's between Jay's ears. Nobody home.
Hey now.
listen, this is a wrestling show. So let's continue to focus on the wrestling. So,
Yeah,
again,
as
we're going
we
for a
always
2
will.
count. Excuse me, folks, for coughing. The Herbster getting pumped up here. Getting the crowd into it. Looking for that opportunity. Nice clothesline. Nice clothesline. Another nice back elbow. Now, let's see. Into a drop kick. You know, going for the pin. Got 1, 2. Got a 2 count. You know, the thing is, you got to be very, very cognizant of the people outside the ring, especially when you come to the ring with your posse.
Now, see, the Herbster here is wasting way too much time. He's got his opponent down.
Yeah, you're right, Dan. Into a clothesline. Looks like we're going to go into... But see there, nice. We're going to go for the Bulldog and gets tossed out. You know, anybody who's called the Whip, I don't think you want to spend that much time in the ring with them. Especially if they bring a whip to the ring.
It's scary.
Yes. So, the crowd just kind of seeing what's going to happen here. The referee checking in, as they should always do.
It's almost as scary as me behind the wheel in a snowstorm.
It's just scary with you behind the wheel, Jay. Based on the times I've been with you that I will never drive with you. Oh, what a move. And the pin.
The pin right there.
Yeah, the whip. And their associates, I guess they're happy. You can't really tell. One's wearing a mask.
Right.
The other one is apparently the whip holder.
Right.
This is just, you're not really sure what's going to happen here. Oh, that
30 lashes.
That is dirty. You know, you hate to say it, but this is a situation that if you're a referee and someone does something they shouldn't do after the match, you just don't know. This was I did see this match, Fear Factor against
Southern Discomfort.
Yeah, I guess Southern Discomfort.
Now, in this match here, Jay, you'll notice when Southern Discomfort comes out, and I've seen this mistake with other people who try to portray these characters, their jeans are perfect. The denim is perfect. It looks like they just went into the shopping mall and picked it out.
Dan, I saw these outfits. There's no place in the mall you're getting these things. These guys are legit.
Well, not these guys here, but
You're not going to Spencer's
No.
or Hot Topic. I know you're not relevant enough to know what those places are, Dan. Because you shop at
Kohl's.
J.C. Penney's,
There's nothing wrong with Bulls.
Sears. Although that is a nice shirt you're wearing. So we got Fear Factor here, which, I don't know if you're going to call yourself something. Fear Factor is what these guys got. You know, they got some
Right.
heads, shrunken heads on sticks. I'm not sure if those are members of Jay's family there.
No.
But, you know, and
They've got to be members of the Mansour family,
they could.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
they're
And
very
he-
reminiscent, and you'll hear the crowd referred to him as Papa Shango.
Yes. And here we come.
Examples of people we have to get to know now.
Here we come. These guys are from Mississippi,
Right?
and the crowd seems to like them. So, you know, they're running around. They got. I did see them out at the beginning of the show. They were talking to fans. They were had those little cowbells,
Right?
you know. So, you know, and I did get a chance to watch this match, and I thought it was a good match. Now, I'm not sure how this whole match came to light. Was there some kind of heat some other time between these guys? But, you know, right now, they seem to be ready to go, you know? And let's see what happens. I don't know if drinking moonshine before the show is a good idea. That's what I was told.
Works for Jay. So
Hey, now.
Hey,
We
but
partake after the show. I'm working at the time. Holding the camera.
is that
So-
what you call it?
so apparently they're going to put the beverage of choice away,
Yes.
and we're going to get Southern Discomfort and Fear Factor.
And time to get to work.
That's it.
And while we have a moment here, just a big shout out to the one and only Big Daddy.
Yes.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy, a fan of the Squared Circle.
He is a good man.
Right.
He is. Always love to see Big Daddy.
That's what we need to wake us up in the morning.
That's what you guys need. I'll tell you what, with him and me here, we'll just take over the whole show. You guys will be sitting in the background. It could be part of that hostile takeover one day.
Hostile takeover.
Hostile
We'll see about
takeover.
that.
And to think, the professor started as a super fan of this show.
Right.
Listen, I wasn't the super fan. I was the only fan.
Well,
There's only one fan of the show.
You were the only super fan.
All right, back to the matches here. Fear Factor, Southern Discomfort. Oh, yeah, not really a good idea to make fun of your opponent, especially if he's as big as this guy.
Right. That's an immovable object right there.
Yeah. Put the hat on him. Yeah, joke
Now,
with him.
He's
Yeah.
not as big as the Big Show, maybe.
No, but
Right.
yeah, not a good idea right away to annoy, or I guess you could say piss off your opponent,
Right.
especially something that big and a nice big power slam.
I don't
So,
even think that guy's as big as Lou.
Listen,
Our good friend
he's going to have
Oh,
Southern
yes.
Discomfort in his back in about 2 seconds. Big headbutt right away, beginning of the match, showing, you know, he's going to, and is this, if I'm correct, Otis?
Otis.
Taking some shots here, but, you know, this is, no. You're not seeing much go on here. Otis is like, hey, you know what? Maybe I should have drank a little bit of more moonshine, maybe to get a little bit more liquid courage. But again, big shoulder block. Put his man in the corner. with some of the footage, we cut to the part where it looks like something Discomfort has gained a slight advantage here. And that was just probably not a good move at all.
Well, that was reminiscent of Hogan versus Andre the Giant in the
Yeah.
opening minutes of.
Well, Fear Factor's
main
got
event.
this gentleman outside the ring, which again, it seems like there's a lot of extra bodies where you just don't know what could happen. You know.
Well, one of those extra bodies, somebody who does wonderful work for us, is Charles Catoli,
Yes.
an extraordinary
Got a tag
reporter
here.
when it comes to writing up matches and photography. Yes,
Charles is just absolutely amazing.
he is.
Does a great job. I tell him all the time that if I don't go to a show after his write-ups, I feel like I was there in his video. So here, now we're going to the top rope.
He does amazing work.
And I think you'd be very hard pressed to find a.
Let's look at this Look at this here. I don't know what they're going to call this, but it does not look good.
Oh, it looks like he changes his mind halfway up there.
I think what they did is they decided to do something different, and right now I think they're going to execute that, and this could possibly be very bad. Not what you want to see if you're going to be there. And I think we're going to see one other thing here. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, so to speak, but now here we go.
What do we have here?
Oh, look who's in town. Pyramids of Power.
The Pyramids of Power. For God's sakes.
Chairs.
They're decimating both teams.
There's the aforementioned Charles. Here we go. The other one. I tell you what, these guys are just, they're part of the PAPW roster, and they're fairly, I use the word annoying, but now they're hitting the ring at the debut of Battlefront Pro Wrestling. They're putting the flags on these guys. They beat up Fear Factor, Southern Discomfort. You got the two referees in the ring.
They got those flags right there. It's
There you
right
go.
over
Their
there.
manager, just overall annoying.
But
That's the clean version of it. They basically just cleared house, destroying them. Now here we go. They're starting to toss the referees out. And I'm not happy at this point because,
Right.
See,
anybody that puts their hands on you, it's like they put their hands on me.
I was gonna climb in the ring at that time, Bill.
Dan, I'm
and
going
help
to
you.
be honest with you. I heard you laughing.
But Charles actually restrained me.
Yeah, I'm sure. You probably restrained you. You're probably like, oh, look at there's a cup of water on the ground. I can't run by that. But listen, they really cleaned house here. Being very disrespectful, putting their flags on these individuals.
Look at that.
A la Ding Ding, who him and I always seem to not be able to be cordial to each other. He's rather annoying in the ring.
Well, then,
Especially, you're trying to check him. He's like, don't touch me. They claim diplomatic immunity. I really don't understand it. But
I can't blame the man when it comes to a la Ding Ding. You do seem a little impartial, Bill.
I call it right as I see it, and these guys.
Here's something else. We neither one of us can understand Muslim writing, so we don't know what those things say.
I think they're going to say something now.
I think it says have a nice day.
Yeah.
They were simply there to introduce themselves to the fans at large. And
And they did. They basically cleared house.
They could say 3-liter soda, 2 for $1.
I don't think that's what it says, Jay.
the flags clearly say have a nice day.
You got a la Ding Ding here taunting the crowd. We got referees being carried out. We got wrestlers being carried out. just overall was a very, very, a blemish to the, show that night. So, the Pyramids of Power in force, in full effect at
Right.
Battlefront, taking advantage of the fact that you had a good match for Fear Factor and Southern Discomfort. The guys really beat on each other.
This sets up something for April 27th now.
It appears that the promoters there have made a decision, and I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. I would suggest that you go to their website on Facebook, Battlefront Pro Wrestling. But they have another show coming up when?
April 27th.
April 27th.
That's on a Friday night. It's the same place, the Oaks Lodge in Ludlow, Mass. And I don't think there'll be any snow that next time.
You think so? Is April 27th? Is that a Friday night?
Yes.
It is, really?
Yes.
Wow. Because this show was on the Saturday. The last show they did was
The
on
last show they did was on a Saturday.
All right.
One coming up is on a Friday.
Wow. I did not know that.
You did not know that?
I knew it was the 27th, and I knew I'm going back.
You're going back on a Friday.
That's it.
Are you still able to go back?
I will be there with bells on.
Okay. Because I remember, because it's unusual that they have shows on a Friday, except for Friday Night Alley Fights, of course, for PAPW.
You got it.
Mhm.
One of the hottest shows in the area. Friday Night Alley Fights, PAPW.
PAPW.
You got to be there.
Your life, you bet.
And you'll be there wearing your favorite dress?
Hey, now.
Hey, now. So a lot of good footage there. Some matches. There were some things that we weren't able to put on there, but you know what? I'm sure you're working on some other
Oh,
stuff.
yes. Yes.
Yeah, and so it was a great show, great promotion. Their debut. I am going back. I know I've heard some names being thrown around of people that are going to go back and wrestle. Obviously, something is going on with POP. So Pyramids of Power. So, or as I call them, Pop.
Pop.
Yeah, they don't really like that, but you know what? They'll survive. So
They'll survive.
And the match they have lined up for them, here again, I won't give it away. Check at their website. It's definitely not a match type you see every day. And it's one that I would very much like to see.
I think what we'll do is probably for the next show, because we want people, listen, our job is to do what, Jay? Promote,
Support,
and defend.
and defend. Protect and defend. I don't think they need protection, but defend. Independent wrestling.
Independent wrestling. So
Right.
us, along with some other talk shows,
Right.
That's what we do. You have some of the bigger promotions out there. Obviously, the biggest one we talk about is about the WWE. There are other promotions, but this is really where the beginning of a lot of these promotions start, and we give them the voice. They have their social media. They have their Facebook, Instagram, but Twitter. But what we try to do here is make sure that some of the footage gets out to the people in the areas that necessarily don't get to see everything all the time. And on some occasions, get some good commentary. I can't speak for every show. but-
Absolutely. We try our best. We go out there with the camera. We're always available for interviews. And I'm trying to be serious here for a second.
How much oil you got in that thing?
Hey, let's
Hey,
get
now.
back to what we're talking about here.
Right.
So,
So
I'll have to start doing the show myself.
We're available for call-ins. We're available for on-site interviews, podcasting.
Yes. Do we have anybody trying to call in today, or we're not?
I don't
sure?
know what's going on.
Yes.
Guy's got more oil in
Right.
his hair
We
than
may have to-
a
we don't
can
get
of
to this
STP,
caller
and I
this-
get in trouble.
If we don't get to this caller this week, then we'll get to him soon.
Hey, there's always another day. There's always another day.
Right.
So, as I fix my glasses here.
As you fix your glasses now,
What else do we have going on?
But for this young company, it was the great debut show. Bill, you said there was well over 300 people in attendance.
absolutely
And for the first show, that's just phenomenal.
braving the weather.
A tough night. Tough night. It was snow, but people braved the elements. So, again, great job. Battlefront Pro Wrestling, debut show. So,
But tonight,
tonight,
because as we film this, it is a Saturday morning. As you can tell, some of us aren't totally awake yet.
Don't look at me, bro. I'm wide
up,
awake.
man. Listen,
But
apparently,
we digress. This afternoon in Enfield,
Connecticut.
Connecticut, Beyond Wrestling at 2.
Yep.
And our good friends at Blitzkrieg Pro Wrestling at 7.
Mm-hmm.
We got to stay positive.
Got to stay positive.
We got it?
Yes.
And isn't there a show before that, too?
Beyond Wrestling at 2.
Beyond Wrestling at 2. So,
No,
are you guys attending those shows?
Be attending,
One of them.
yes, this
Good.
evening.
This evening. So,
Right.
yeah.
I'm in meetings all afternoon.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, so
And I've got to keep my body finely tuned.
So this is Saturday morning. What did we do last night?
Friday Night Alley Fights.
Friday Night Alley Fights, PAPW.
PAPW.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't confuse me.
PAPW. Friday Night Alley Fights.
Yes.
We saw the Pyramids of Power there.
I said you smack your
And
microphone.
I smacked my microphone around.
Yes, we
Tim-
saw them
Tim
there.
Witt's breaking his mic.
We had a lot of good matches that night. Maybe you could like to elaborate. You all right there, Dan?
Yeah, I'm just wondering why that microphone looks so depressed.
Yeah.
Is it because it's placed close to Jay, or
I think we were anticipating a phone call,
Right.
but sometimes due to technical difficulties,
Situations beyond our control.
situations beyond our control, that doesn't always work out.
It doesn't always work out.
But listen, it is not. We do tape fairly early in the morning, and based on the way you guys dress, yeah, we should probably do a show later so that you guys could get yourself a little more.
Well,
together.
we have to talk to management here because
That's it.
they close the building at noon.
That's it.
Right.
So
and
Friday Night
our
Alley
producer
Fights,
is wide awake?
yes, Friday Night Alley Fights was a great show as usual.
I want to know though, how come? Speaking of the Pyramids of Power, how come there haven't been charges against them levied in light of the fact that Zane Bernardo has not been seen in several weeks now?
We don't want to give away too much from what went on last night, but let's just say that the Pyramids of Power are, as you saw from the footage here and as from what we saw last night. And again, we don't want to give away an awful lot because we want people to go
Right.
and check the YouTube videos for PAPW, for Battlefront. They are really kind of setting themselves up to be just very dominant in some of these areas. Zane, insanely rude. Zane Bernardo, RJ Rude. Zane has been missing for a while, and I think it's something that they're trying to deal with in regards to the promotion. And RJ Rude has something going on where their next big show.
Thrillo at Melillo.
Yes, we did not get the poster up, but I will do my best to keep it even.
Okay.
Where's the next show? When is it, Jay?
That show?
Yes.
It is March 23rd? March 24th.
Look at
March
that, folks.
24th.
The date is right in front of him, and he can't get it right.
And what's it called, Jay?
Thrillo at Melillo.
And that'll be held where?
The Joseph Melillo Middle School.
And where's that
East
located?
Haven, Connecticut.
And who will be putting on this show?
Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling.
Exactly. We got a lot of people on that. From the Richard Holidays to the
The former champion, Richard Holiday.
he's the consumers champion now.
But he's still the consumer's champion.
That's it. And we have the new champion.
He's a jerk.
Hey,
Not the new champion, the former champion.
The new champion is who, Jay?
Showtime Marcel Williams.
Showtime.
It's showtime.
And you're going to
Wait a minute. Back that one up. Say it with some feeling, gentlemen. It's what?
Showtime Marcel Williams.
No. It's what?
Showtime.
All right. Bill, it's what?
It's showtime.
There we go.
Where's Sting?
So,
Keep saying it's showtime.
listen, Jay, people don't want to see you stretching on camera, so be professional. Besides, we'll see the stains on the shirt.
Hey, now.
Anyway, so again, we're going to have House of Pain's going to be there. Sarge is going to be there. POP. You got Chris Battle. You got some new faces are going to be there. So again, going to be another great show. and we're just kind of looking and seeing that overall, making sure that we continue to promote these guys. What else do we have going on?
What else do we have going on?
Yes.
Well, let's continue on with the PAPW here for a minute,
All right.
because they're about to venture out in the month of April.
Yes.
I believe it's the 21st. I'm probably getting my dates all wrong.
No, Jay, you are correct.
I am?
Yes.
For the first time in your life. Congratulations.
PA,
PW,
PW will be where, Jay? April 21st.
the Mohegan Sun.
Mohegan.
You
Sun.
heard it right here, folks.
Which is located where, Jay?
Uncasville, Connecticut.
There you go.
Right,
They will.
Your
we
life,
will
you
be
bet.
at the Mohegan Sun.
right. They're not going to be in the Wolf Den. That would be great if they were in the Wolf Den.
Listen, Mohegan Sun.
Right.
We're doing the show at Mohegan Sun, by far the biggest arena that we have done a show in.
Uh-huh.
And I encourage everybody to tickets are available. You can pretty much contact anybody. Go to the website, PAPW's website, and look for tickets there. I know that at the Melillo show, we will be working and selling tickets there. This Mohegan Sun show is a absolute positively can't miss. If you go to listen, you should go to all of our shows. But if you if you can't get to any of those shows, this is the show. You can go watch some amazing talent. I'm not going to put myself in there because I'm a zebra and I
Right.
count. But you're going to see some amazing talent. You get to go to the casino. You can lose your money,
Right.
go to the show and feel better, and then go back out and lose more of your money.
But there won't be another show after you lose more money, though.
But then you go home. Or you could just drink the night away.
True.
I'd feel better if we lost Jay.
Great food. It's a great venue. I'm telling you, very excited about this. I know that people are working really hard. People are, if people are saying I'm in great shape, I'm going to be in better shape.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you're going to see a lot. You're going to see a lot of great matches there, and
You're going
that's
to be raising the bar that night.
that is going to be an amazing show.
Right.
All or nothing.
How are you going to get the ring in there?
We do what we got to do.
I understand they're calling David Copperfield.
No,
And-
you don't need a magician when you're working with us.
So,
But going to be a great show. We do have in March also a few other events going on for Friday Night Alley Fights.
Correct.
Now,
Now, March 2nd, this coming Friday night, there won't be any Friday Night Alley fight, or there will?
if memory serves, and I will check, but I think the 2nd has been moved to the 9th. I am not 100%. We will know more, and I will check today because I will have to stop by our corporate office.
Right.
To do a few things. I think they talked about possibly fining POP, so I'm going to see how that's gonna work out. But yes, you're either going to see something for the 2nd, which will be this Friday coming up, but I'm pretty sure they've changed it to the 9th.
would you do me a favor when you're down there? Stop on the way down there, either D&D or another store, and get RJ Root a steak. The boy's like wasting away to nothing.
That's because he's a professional wrestler.
I'm telling you, he's wasting away to nothing.
That young man is in good shape, and you should take a few pointers there.
You can see his ribs. My
Yes.
God.
Anyway. So, yes, well, what we're doing is just looking at that. We got those shows, but we're looking at the show at possibly the 16th. Again, I will tell everybody to check the website, look on Facebook, check us out on Facebook. Just some of those things there. So,
Very good. March 17th will be the next Pioneer Valley Pro Wrestling as well.
yes.
At Poor Richards, it's formerly Maximum Capacity in Chicopee, Massachusetts.
Yep.
Yes.
Didn't they do a show there? Haven't they done a show there before?
They have as it was Maximum Capacity, but
Okay.
this is they've changed the name.
They've changed the name, so it's
Right.
not Maxim. Now
Right.
it's Poor Richards.
Now it's Poor Richards.
So many name changes.
I tell you. So we'll have more footage too from their last show at the Eastfield Mall. You have to go to one of those mall shows.
Yeah, you could go shopping too.
You can go shopping,
Get yourself some mall food.
get some mall food court.
That's it.
Well,
Donovan's Irish Pub.
Donovan's is a good Irish pub for out of us.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So what else do I find it very interesting because you guys are going to the Blitzkrieg show tonight. That the Beyond Wrestling is doing that 2:00 show.
Yes. I mean, this is, I believe it's the first or second time they've worked with Beyond, but I know in the past they've had afternoon shows for Chikara.
Oh,
At the
funny
old,
how that comes up. The
at
old
the old-
Chikara card.
right, country banquet facility there.
Some of our old friends there. Fire Ant,
Right.
Silver Ant.
We'll have to take another trip to Philly.
Yeah, listen, always a big fan of Chikara. We got lucky enough to have Dasher Hatfield to call in one time.
Yes, I remember that.
That was like a huge thing for us, and a very big fan of Dasher Hatfield.
Now, how disappointed was he when he had to talk to Jay?
He didn't mention that. He just was happy to call into the show.
Right.
He's a gentleman
Mm-hmm.
and a scholar. We've seen a number of the Chikara folks at different shows. Matter of fact, I think if everything memory serves, is that Fire Ant will be at Blitzkrieg tonight.
He most likely will.
He will be there. I'm telling you, he's there. He's going to be there
Mhm.
because I've seen it on the poster, and
Okay.
they would never let me down.
They would never let you down.
Chikara knows that I'm a big fan. So.
Right.
You know.
And a lot of the talent comes into Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, and they
Here and there.
Blitzkrieg did that one show where they did that kind of combination show.
Mm-hmm.
Probably around this time last year.
Yes.
I remember it being very cold.
Yeah, it was in March, I believe.
I remember freezing. And I remember a member of the management staff coming out and going, "Hey, we're going to open up the doors now because you guys are all freezing."
Right.
And so it
I
worked out
remember
pretty
that.
well. But yeah, Jakara did a show back, I think it was November, where they did the balcony, not the balcony ballroom, what's it?
We don't call it it's called Old Country Banquet Facility.
Yes.
Or Old Country Banquet and Deli, I believe.
Yeah,
is the full
and
name.
oh my God, they got some good food up there.
Right.
Yeah. It's almost like you go to the show and you're like, oh, the show. What's that?
They call it the Pierogi Palace.
It is literally the pierogi palace. You can't get enough of those pierogies.
Right.
I
Now I'm
didn't,
going to want to
I
go.
didn't even know what a pierogi was until I got there, and then I couldn't get enough of them.
Yeah, but a nice. You know what? That is a nice venue. It's a very family style venue. We've always said that they got a great. You could look in, and the first thing you see over the ring is that chandelier. And I think we got that feeling a little bit from Ludlow.
Oh, yes.
They were serving food and beverages there. You know what? It's like you look at the venues, and I don't want to go too deep into this, but you look at Melillo, the middle school, very for PAPW, very home, has a nice home feeling to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And when you're there, it's a very intimate setting, and I think that's what really sets a lot of the independent shows apart. You have some places that find these special places, Melillo, the Elks Club up in Ludlow, the Old Country Banquet Facility in Delhi up in Enfield.
The Legion Hall in Hadley for PvP.
Yeah, you find these intimate settings, and I think that brings it home. And I go to, and I've talked to a number of the people that we work with on Friday Night Alley Fights, and that's a very intimate setting, very intimate, small, but you get a good crowd in there, and it harkens back. And I do talk to Marcel Williams.
Right.
And I said to him, I says, Friday Night Alley Fights and Nick Payne, who bring some of this talent into here, some of the people we haven't seen before. We had, a very, very Georgia Championship Wrestling,
Feel.
old Mid-South.
Center Stage Theater in Atlanta.
Yes. the old, Memphis shows when they would do all those shows before they said, hey, we would do our Saturday morning shows. And what they would do is they'd go on, and then they're like, hey, tonight, Georgia Championship Wrestling, tonight, come see us at the Omni. Come see us at the old Mid-South Coliseum. So you look at this whole Friday Night Alley fights, you got the shows there, but then come see us at Melillo. Come see us at Mohegan Sun. A lot of these shows are starting to do that, and that's what brings fans in, and that's where they see these storylines where these guys are battling each other, and it's really, really good. So I just want to make that point: is get to these shows. They're very important, and it's very important to see these matches and what goes on there. So
Well said.
Are
Better said than me right now.
that's good because you're yawning and stretching. It's
Right.
like watching a cat get up in the morning. What are you laughing
not
at?
easy being
what are you
Hollywood
laughing
Jack.
at there,
But,
Schleppy?
but people come to watch these shows for action, and the people who are unable to attend these shows still want to see that action that they enjoy so much. And when somebody allegedly sells that recorded action to somebody else or has a hand in the loss of a championship, that kind of sours that. How are you doing on that investigation?
I think
I
think we're running out of time.
We're running out of time, and any investigation
How
is
convenient.
fake news.
Very convenient.
Fake news.
Very convenient
Fake news.
that we seem to be running out of time. You are.
Hollywood J. Williams.
You are.
Dangerous Dan.
I'm the professor, William Thompson, or
Good
Will
afternoon.
Thompson.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good night. Good luck. See you next week.
Thank you, everybody.